Hello, my friends. This is Melanie with Melanie Smith Stamps, and today I want to welcome you back to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel. In today's video, we are focusing on the Summer by the Shores collection by Hero Arts, and I'm going to be using 3 of the items in this collection in today's video. To start with, I'm using a half a piece of Better Press paper, A2 paper, in the color Bisque. And I'm using a few Distress Oxide colors for the background of this video, or of this card. This first piece, the Better Press piece, I'm going to be using Tattered Rose and Antique Linen. And I'm using these extra large blending brushes by Spellbinders because I love how big and fluffy they are. They give a really light coating, and it's very easy to blend the oxides. The oxides do not go on too heavy. A lot of times when you use smaller, inexpensive, like the really cheap, like Amazon brushes with oxide inks, you get a really heavy, cakey inking. I really love these Spellbinders blender brushes, these really large puffy ones. They're XL size, and they give a light blending, real soft look to them. So now I'm using a regular piece of hammer mill paper for this piece, and this is going to be the full background of A2. And I'm going in with Peacock Feathers and Salty Ocean, and I'm just going to give an ocean feel mix of these two colors for the actual ocean, the background. So, and then we're going to create the ocean floor with the previous piece. So we're creating a scene. And anytime I create scenes, the first thing I love to do is consider the story of the scene. I love to create stories with my scene cards. And like this one here, you have a message in a bottle and you wonder, who would have left that message in a bottle? It's such a fun idea to think of the story behind it. Someone, trying to reach out to a loved one and leave a message for somebody. So I'm creating that feel by creating an ocean, and the bottle is actually under the ocean in this scene. Or you could think of it as this is the sky, and we're creating the beach. So that would be another way of looking at it, since the bottle would probably float. So, lots of ways to look at things. And so I'm mixing the two colors, and here again I'm using 2 different of the XL blender brushes. I have one for each type of color family. So I don't mix and match colors on them, but I will use one for all blues, one for all teals, one for pinks, one for reds, one for yellows, and so forth. And I use these only for my oxide inks. I don't cross-contaminate. So now I'm getting the look that I want, and I know the bottle's going to be going in the middle, so I'm not too concerned about the middle of the card. So right now I'm just kind of going over and darkening these little edges just to kind of have a cohesive feel around the edge of my card. This is a very simple card, by the way. And these ink blending techniques, if you haven't done it, you should give it a try. It's very freeing and just fun, and you never know what your background's going to look like. And that's what I love about it. You can also take some splatters like Distress Oxide sprays, and you could also splatter these and make them look more distressing looking if you wanted to. Now I'm going to be super careful here and take my bottle that I made before I started recording and actually lay that on here. And I noticed one side was darker than the other. So if this was in the water, I would want the darker color towards the bottom of the ocean and the lighter color towards the top, because that was my original idea. So here I'm using Lisa Horton's metallic ink. This is a pigment ink, and this is the Cloud 9 Solid Gold. And we are going to ink this on the Better Press, and we're going to use the first panel that we created, and we're going to ink this up and run it through the Better Press. and the Platinum 6, with the Platinum 6. So this is going to give a seashell bottom of the ocean or / beach, depending on what your story entails. And this is step 2 of any time I'm creating a scene, is creating the background. So first I have a story in mind, then I create the background. So now here I am actually considering what the foreground's going to look like. So this would be my step 3. And my foreground is always, I did some of these steps that I would normally do pre-video to create a shorter video for you because I appreciate your time. But I'm just going over the steps out loud so that you can hear them. In step 3, I always design the foreground, which is your die cutting or your stamping and maybe coloring or anything like that that you're going to have on top of your background. So in this case, it's my top panel and my actual die cuts. And then in step 5, it's the assembly, which I'm doing now. I'm assembling my project. And then for step 5, it's like the finishing touches. So in the finishing touches, I always add a sentiment, and if the card needs it, I'll add embellishments. So those are my 5 steps to actually creating a scene card. It's always kind of what I go through when I'm creating my scenes. And this is something I just love to do. And I'll be doing a different one over on my channel. I love this. That little note coming out of the bottle. Now that is also part of the collection, and that is called Banner Days. It's a stamp and cut set that is also available on the ScrapbookPal website. All of these items will be listed down below for your convenience so that you can pick any of them up over in the store. And I'm going to place this kind of at an angle. I think if it's under the ocean, it's kind of stuck down there in the sand. So I kind of have it digging down in there because this guy, this poor little soul, is lost down on the ocean floor. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Look at that glitter. I just took that glitter paper out of my scraps. Do you guys have scraps? Do you keep the smallest pieces of glitter? I always do. I have no idea what brand that is. Just keep every scrap of glitter you can. That's my advice to you. I love any kind of specialty paper. I also embossed the banner with gold embossing in Versamark. And then this extra piece, since I fussy cut it to make it look like the ocean floor, I had this extra piece. And why waste it? Let's decorate the inside. I think that will give a little happiness to the person opening the card and seeing your message. So I'm going to place that right here. And I'll have to trim a little bit of it to make room for the actual crease of my card. But that's super easy to do. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I would love to invite you over to the channel to see all my friends' videos as well. All of the design team are amazing, and they have awesome videos to share. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, my friends.